Welcome back, everyone, to another Councilmen Reviews podcast, whatever you want to call it. This is bonus content for you. And right here in this video or in this audio, whichever you listen to it, this is the review for episode 3 of House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones spin-off show. And joining me, it's not Arik. It's a special guest. It is my friend and fan of the show, Cameron Patterson. Cameron, thank you for being here. I reached out to you. It's like, hey, I'm probably going to do this on my own. Are you interested in doing this? Helping me out. And you directly chimed in. But yeah, welcome. Welcome to the Councilmen Show.
Yeah, thank you. It's such an honor. You know, everyone's probably thinking, what is this strange man doing here? It doesn't feel right. But, you know, I'm a good friend of Albert's. We've known each other a long time. And I've been watching this show a while. So it's cool to be actually on it and talk about some TV show stuff.
Yeah, it's always great, like seeing you whenever in the live chat or anything when you're commenting. It's always nice having you around. But is this the first time you're actually on something related to the Councilman? Have I not yet to this before?
Yeah, first time.
Well, you were in the background when I was shooting in Atlanta. I don't know. Did you chime in? I don't remember.
No, I hid.
Oh, you hid. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yes, this is the first time.
But fair, yes. But yeah, this is we're gonna review the House of the Dragon episode 3 titled Second of His Name. That came out last Sunday. We just got a chance to review it now. But yeah, why don't we start with you? What I don't know your thoughts on the show so far. So brief thoughts on the show for you up to this point, and then thoughts on the third episode on its own as well.
Yeah. Just as a show by itself, I think it's awesome. It feels like we're fully back in Westeros, just with the first 3 episodes we've seen so far. All the political scheming, but it's a different kind of political scheming. It's more within this family and with the people adjacent to the Targaryen family, all the advisors. So it's kind of a different look at the Game of Thrones, so to speak, kind of through bloodlines. So I think that's really smart with how they included that in the new intro sequence too, because that's what it's about so far. But yeah, I think it's great, and it feels like Game of Thrones, the better side of Game of Thrones, but it also kind of feels like its own thing too, from what I described, and a lot more dragons too, so I can't complain. I've really been liking it so far.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't complain about the dragon part, and I agree with you. I've mentioned it. I've mentioned it already in a different video. But I really like how, like you said, this is the political intrigue. But the difference with Game of Thrones is like it's so big and between the different families and houses. But this one is like sort of you focus on one group really, just the Targaryens, and obviously there is the High Towers that's involved. I think the Lannisters are gonna be involved soon enough, as we see sort of in this episode, and we also have the sea people. What are they called? Valerian. I keep on forgetting the name. The Valerian.
I always forget they're called Valerian because I thought that was something else. Yeah, but they are cool. Want to see more of them.
Yeah, but I mean, getting to this episode, I was surprised because first episode, we start off introduction. Episode 2, we had a 6 months time jump, which kind of surprised me a little. I was like, oh, okay. Starting this episode, it's a 3-year time jump. I was really surprised. I was like, oh, shit, we're skipping a lot of time. I get it. They're trying to progress. Obviously, in a couple episodes' time, we're going to get the new cast of Emma Darcy and Olivia Cook as the adult Rhaenyra and Alicent Hightower. So there is the time jump.
I'm very worried about that.
I am too, because I mean I love Olivia Cook. I think she's great. I've never seen Emma Darcy in other stuff yet, so I don't know. And I mean, Emily Carey, who plays the younger Alicent Hightower, I think she's good. I think she's good with what she is. But I really love Millie Alcock as Rhaenyra. I think she's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I don't know which episode it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna be sad.
I've heard the reports about when. Do you want me to say or not really?
Might as well. And spoiler warning, if you don't know, just skip ahead like 5 seconds. Go.
Yeah. So yeah, what I've heard is it will be episode 6 is the first one with the older actresses.
Okay, so they're literally doing halfway, exactly 5 episodes, because it's 10 episodes season. So
So it
okay,
is 10 episodes, not 8.
no, 10 episode season.
Okay.
So okay, so that's interesting. But yeah, so I mean, we got only a few episodes left with Emilia Alcock as Renera, so that's gonna be sad because I really think she's great, and I mean, she's a big focal point in this as well. Like I said, the time jump 3 years, we already see. Obviously, the war is still going on against the crab.
Oh,
What are they?
the
What are they
crab
called?
eater, is it? Or
Crab
crab?
feeder. Crab feeder.
Oh, okay, I was
Right?
close.
Yeah, crab feeder.
Crab
The
feeder, yeah.
Tragas
He doesn't, yeah,
Drahar,
actually.
the
No.
pirates. So that's happening. The war is happening with Lord Corlys and Daemon fighting it out, and then on the other side we got Alicent already having a son named Aegon,
Hmm.
obviously
All
referenced,
these
and like
names are so similar. Several
second
times.
birthday. Yeah, the second birthday of Aegon, and then like they're already trying to push Rhaenyra to marry, and she doesn't want to.
Hmm.
Um, but I again, the time jump surprised me,
Hmm.
but it kind of makes sense, and I kind of hope episode 4 doesn't have a big time jump again. I kind of want to see how this progresses because this is it.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see, specifically going back to Renera, how she's gonna progress because she clearly unleashed her frustration in that episode when she
Hmm.
is it was killing a stag, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, not a boar,
Or
a boar.
but it was like those deer things.
No, the stag was Viserys, I believe.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Viserys was killing the stag, the deer,
yeah.
and then Rhaenyra was killing the boar. And she clearly lashed out her frustration on her family during that scene.
Hmm.
And the
Hmm.
look with all the blood's really cool. But like, I
Yeah.
want to see where that progress. I want to see how she grows from that. I don't want to see a time jump. I don't know if you agree or not.
I agree. The time jumps do scare me, and I'm not big into the actual book lore because this is based on an actual book, Fire and Blood, I believe. I don't
Hmm.
know anything from that book since I haven't read it, but I think I've heard that it does span a lot of years. So maybe they're just trying to get the full scope of the story by doing these time jumps. But I don't know. I am
Hmm.
scared about it, but because right at the point where she's at now, Rhaenyra, she she has leadership skills. She's just still pretty messy. Kind of like, I don't know, there are parallels to her and Daemon Targaryen,
Mm.
her cousin. I mean, she's not as bad of a person, but she still has a lot of things to work through. And I don't know if she's quite ready to be a leader yet, but she'd be a more fierce ruler than Viserys, obviously.
Yeah, I think she has the potential to be good, but also at the same time, she haven't been given a chance because no one in the council really want to
Yeah.
give her a chance because she's a
Hmm.
woman. So it's like, no, we don't keep pouring wine in our glasses. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
Which is why again all the frustration of her character comes in there and like being forced to marry Jason Lannister, and it was like I don't care about you, I don't want that, and then like they're like telling her, oh, it's for the power of the throne, obviously, like this
Hmm.
whole politics of everything.
Hmm.
uh, but it's interesting and not, and I don't want to say fun, but it's sort of like intriguing to
Yeah.
see that, like the whole politics behind everything and the coming
Yeah.
of age story as well.
Yeah. And all of the politics in not such a serious setting, just something like a birthday, but everybody is fully at work trying to maneuver their house forward or do something politically. Like a Lannister is always going to be a Lannister. They always act the same,
Hmm.
kind of slimy and self-righteous kind of thing. But
Mhm.
it was fun to see more houses at play here, just all trying to, you know, trying to talk to Rhaenyra, trying to marry their son or daughter or themselves to
Mhm.
her.
Yeah, and I also really like Viserys's arc in this one, along
Yeah.
with Alicent, because I feel like there's a confliction between him of like, I already made my daughter the heir, but now there's
Hmm.
this whole thing where obviously Daemon is still there. Now I have a son. Am I obliged to make my 2-year-old son the next heir and having to marry already, or like already
Hmm.
having to deal with all of that? So the stress. I don't think Viserys is gonna finish the season.
Oh
I
no.
think he's biting the dust like soon enough or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna get killed or he die because of stress. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, well,
Um,
somehow, but I can definitely tell it's a downward spiral because he's a weak king. I mean, he has good intentions, definitely, but he's just not the type of person that's fit to rule and make these tough decisions because
yeah,
he can't make them. He doesn't know how. He doesn't like to adhere to all the like way you're supposed to rule the whole realm, all the like dirty work you have to do as king. He's not fit to do that really. And this episode definitely was a big spotlight of how much of a toll it's taking on him. Like when he was killing the stag, it was so
yeah.
half-hearted. Like he isn't the type of person that's meant to do this kind of thing. He isn't a hunter. He doesn't like to do all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of sad to see, really. But Patty Considine, it had some great acting in this episode.
No, yeah, I keep on saying how Paddy Considine is a weird actor to cast for a royalty type, but like now I can see it because that's the reason,
Mm,
because he doesn't fit the royalty type.
yeah.
So it's like a counter casting to that.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, again, I don't know how many episodes, but he's definitely not. I wonder if he's gonna bite the dust in episode 5, and then we have the time jump, and then we see like
Yeah.
the adult Rhaenyra and Alicent and Damon, obviously.
Yeah, that'd
Um,
be interesting. I'm not sure. I have no idea when the throne will be taken by somebody else, but it's definitely moving towards that somehow.
mhm. But yeah, I mean that whole arc, that whole family arc right there, with
Hmm.
the celebration with Aegon's second birthday. That's a interesting viewpoint there. And then on the other side, obviously, we have the war that's going on. Daemon is stressed out. It's been three
Yeah.
years since the war, because obviously the war started, I guess, at the end of end of episode 2.
Hmm.
Um, and then Daemon cheats his way to victory. I mean, not
Yeah.
fair right there, but I mean, I guess it
No.
works.
Yeah. He was really cool in this episode, and it was very on character for the type of thing he would do. And
Mhm.
Matt Smith just had a commanding presence without hardly saying a word at all the whole episode.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, did he? Yeah, he doesn't really. Now you point out he doesn't say that much this episode,
Hmm.
huh? He's probably just tired. He just want to like win and get this over with.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Or he was just like, "Eff it, I'm getting help. No, I can't. I'm not gonna get help from my brother. F that. I'm just gonna go out there and do this myself right now." And he doesn't really have any concern for his life.
No, I mean, oh yeah, I mean, he doesn't. There's nothing really for him. Well, I don't want to say for him to live for, but he's just like sort of like you said, he doesn't care about his life. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it
Yeah,
at this point. So
yeah,
that seems like the attitude that is doing. Also, like, I'm not sure if this is like a thing, but I feel, again, like I said, this is unfair because he literally waved the white flag and then they got ambushed.
yeah.
I don't know like what the rules are in war, but is that legal? Do you
No, I mean,
know?
isn't that just a
Can you
common
do
thing?
th- can you do that? Like, if like in World War I, like somehow we fake out who's the bad guy in World War I?
Isn't it still Germany?
Let's say World War II, we fake out Germany putting the white flag and then we ambush them. Hiya! Is that legal?
I feel like it's not, or like it's just
What?
really
Yeah,
some really big BM, some just huge BM, bad manners.
yeah, yeah.
But I feel like it would be illegal. I mean, even that in that
I
kind
mean,
of
you
time,
never, you never, you
everybody.
never see it happen. That's why,
I know. It's strange that we don't hear more about that in history because I feel like people would have tried it. Isn't that like
right?
the easiest way? I mean, if you're already a cheater, that's probably the easiest thing to do is throw up the surrender flag and then
Yeah,
get them.
ex- exactly. Yeah, I'm curious if anyone knows what the rule is in waving white flag in an actual battle. Tweet at us at the Councilmen Show. Let us know what it is because I don't know. Um,
Yeah. And also, the crab feeder's just dead. Like it isn't something like the Night King where it's going to be a looming danger throughout the whole season. Crab
oh,
feeder's
they're
just
done.
dead. Yeah.
They're done. Yeah, the pirates are gone,
Killed off
which is kind
screen.
of which is a little bit weird. Again, I guess this is a time jump and everything. It feels a little bit weird because they built the crab feeders. They built it up a little bit in
Yeah.
episode 2, and in episode 3, it's like boom, that's it.
Yeah, I know.
And we didn't
Yeah.
we didn't really see them. They described that the war is long and they're like losing, but we didn't really see them in their dominant because literally the time we see them is they got ambushed directly, so we didn't really see their power.
Yeah.
So that was interesting choice that they decided to do this.
Yeah, if there was ever a flaw with the show for me, it would be the time jumps kind of make
Hmm.
some of the stuff have less of an impact, like the crab feeder. Or maybe it's intentional. Maybe it wasn't supposed to feel like a big impact and it was just supposed to throw us off the trail of what's going on or like subvert our expectations. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what the whole show turns out to be. But that's just kind of my one small gripe with the show right now.
No, that makes sense. I think I have the exact same like agreement with you because like everything else, like I love the performance, I love the world building, I love the politics,
Hmm.
um, I love the music, like everything. Like you said, I think it's
Yeah.
great. The dragons are good. Like we didn't even mention the dragons in the third
Yeah.
act, especially with Valerian. I keep forgetting that they're not the Targaryens are not the only one with dragons now. Valerians also have dragons. So when that
Yeah.
happens, like oh shit, that's right.
Because
Like
they
all
have
of
some
those.
Targaryen blood. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the Essos thing. It's like coming from Valeria and coming from
Yeah.
Essos. They have like the blood. Um, but yeah, I mean, all of that is good. But like you said, yeah, the only issue I sort of had is that I wish they slow down a little because we're 3 episodes in.
Hmm.
We're 3 years in. We've went through 3 years and 3 episodes. I was like, yeah, I kind of want to slow down a little. And we're gonna have a big time jump
Yeah.
again. So I was like, I kind of want to slow down. But yeah,
What if it time jumps big enough next episode where Viserys is just dead? He dies of old age. Like,
that's
they
nuts.
wouldn't do that because that would just feel so weird because they're building his character and his arc so much. But, stuff like that worries me.
Yeah. It's the time jump get multiplied every time. Like it was 6 months and then it goes to 3 years. What multiple is that? And then like it
I
multiples
know.
again the more that
I
amount.
know. That's
And
exponential. That's a lot.
then it's clear. Yeah, by the time of the 10th episode, it's like already Daenerys is born. Um,
Yeah. It's kind of like Wicked, I guess, because the end of Wicked is like where Wizard of Oz kind of starts.
the play.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen Wicked, but okay,
Hmm.
interesting. But yeah, I mean, I think as a whole, it is a solid episode. I don't know if this is my favorite episode. I think episode 2 is still probably my favorite.
Okay.
Um, because
Yeah.
that episode focused a lot on Rhaenyra, who is my favorite character currently.
Hmm.
But this one is there. Again, I don't know. I might kind of like episode 1 more than this one too. I think this is out of
That's
the 3
fair.
episodes, this is my least favorite, but I still like it a lot. I don't.
Hmm.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, episode 1 was a really good intro. It's one that checked all the Game of Thrones boxes. It had all the violence, it had all the gore and politics, it had everything.
Hmm.
So that was a good intro episode. And episode 2 dove much farther into just the politics and scheming. It wasn't as flashy necessarily, which that was really good too. But I think I like episode 3 the most, which I haven't heard a lot of people say that because it has a good mix of both. It cuts between it pretty good. And I just think the
Interesting.
series' personal downfall in this is just so well done that kind of makes it a little bit better for me. I just thought it was really good.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. I can understand that, and yeah, no, like you said, the Viserys downfall is imminent. He's stressed out. He's aging faster than a U.S. president during their term. Um,
I know. Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, is there anything else you'd like to add to this episode in terms of your opinions or anything like that?
I don't know how we didn't mention this yet, but
What?
some of the political scheming includes Otto Hightower advising that Daenerys marry her 2-year-old brother. That is nuts.
Wait, who marries who?
Well, Otto Hightower, the Hand of the King,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
suggests to Viserys that Daenerys should marry her 2-year-old brother.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's even worse than the predicament in
I mean,
episode 2.
Otto is already a very is a very scheming dude.
Yeah,
He
he's a snake.
reminds me of well, you know what? That doesn't make sense. I was about to say like
Rasputin.
he schemes like the Tyrells, but not really because the Tyrells are smart and he's just like he's
Yeah,
slimy.
yeah, and if he was smart, he would know that Viserys would have a bad reaction to that because he was disgusted and he didn't know what to say. It stressed him out. So I don't know. He's not good at kind of hiding his true intentions. That he's pretty much showing his whole hand there.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how his character is tackled in the next episode as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Reese Funds is great. I mean, the whole cast has been doing a great job. I don't have a
Mm-hmm.
problem with anybody.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and one last thing, I guess I just remember. What is his name? Sir Kristen Cole.
Yeah.
I like his friendship between him and Rhaenyra. We didn't mention it, but he have a nice
Mm-hmm.
friendship there moment, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we see more of those going
Yeah, that
ahead.
was sweet. Yeah.
But yes, aside from that, I think that's all for me. You're chugging your wine.
Oh yeah.
Chugging for wine. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, sipping with my pinky out.
Sipping. But nothing else to add. Then yeah, Cameron, thank you for being on here. Is there? Would you like to plug anything like social media or anything that you're doing? Can find you on.
Nope. Just if you find me, you find me. But I'm not gonna give it to you.
Okay, fair enough. Mystery right there. But yeah, no, you can find me at JA on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Find me out there when I post all kinds of stuff on all three platforms, as well as Jaw Movies YouTube channel and Letterboxd. It's Jaw Movies, JAW Movies, one word. And in the Jaw Movies YouTube channel, this is where you can watch the video version of this review of the Councilman reviews. Otherwise, if you're not watching this but you're listening to it, then you must be listening on the Councilman Apple Podcast, Spotify, Castbox, wherever audio feeds. So thank you for listening there. If you're watching, then check out the podcast and audio feed over there. And also find the Councilmen Show at Councilmen Show on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd as well. So you can send us an email at councilmenshow@gmail.com and we can read it out loud during the show. But thank you once again, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Cameron, for being a great guest here today. And yeah, what does the council say? The council doesn't say anything. Well, you know what? The councilman has spoken. Dracarys. We'll think about something for next episode. But yeah, there we go. Dracarys.